We take it. Dude, we take it. We take the point. We take the point against a very good Melbourne Victory side, and a Victory side who, of course, defeated us already twice earlier this year in the FFA Cup final, in the A-League, and Mariners secured what I believe, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, will be a valuable point in weeks to come in the A-League men's competition. Of course, the midweek game the Mariners coming off that impressive win on the weekend against Brisbane Roar, finally getting back to winning ways. After that 3 points, there was just a hint of optimism heading into this game that we could maybe snatch a win against what is, as we know, a very good Melbourne Victory side. Melbourne Victory, of course, got 2 wins at the moment. They were on a run of 2 wins heading into this game. Had a really impressive game against Macarthur FC as well last Friday before this game. When you look at the lineups, I mean, again, we just have to look at like the players on the team sheets for both sides and the experience and quality in that Victory side compared to the youth and just the overall inexperience in the Mariners side. Of course, there are some experienced campaigners in there, but overall, it was, Victory should have won this game really when you look at it on paper. Early on, it was Victory, especially in that first half, who was certainly the better team, and maybe overall in the 90 minutes, you probably could say Victory were the better team. It was Nick D'Agostino who grabbed the goal in the 38th minute for Melbourne Victory. The Dan Hall mistake, dude. We've been praising Dan Hall so much. He's been so fantastic, and he's been, an absolute lock in the center of defense for me for the whole season. We rarely see him make mistakes this bad, but this was this was quite bad. An easy clearance. He absolutely. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. He was trying to go for the back pass, where you'd think the safer option would have just been to whack it out of play for a throw in. Absolutely screwed it up. And D'Agostino, a striker in form, he makes the most of his chances when he gets them. There was, of course, the incident involving Lewis Miller, which we do have to touch on. Yellow carded early in the half. There was an incident where he brought down, I believe it was D'Agostino, it might have been Rojas, brought down the Victory player, and Stephen Lucas, the referee, went to pull out the yellow card, the second yellow, and then decided against it. I'll be honest. I if you've been watching these match reactions, I've been upset about some referee calls that have gone against the Mariners. The correct decision was to send Lewis Miller off in this incident. I'll say it right now. I'm dumbfounded how that's not a second yellow, and Lewis Miller's very lucky to be on the field. That's how I say. I'm perplexed as to why. Not only, of course, it's a yellow card, the foul. I mean, he's broken down a promising attack, and it is a foul. The referee's awarded a foul, and then went to pull out the yellow card. And I can't seem to figure out why he didn't pull out the yellow card. It's so funny that I'm defending Melbourne Victory here. I'm arguing the case for Melbourne Victory, but it's just bizarre to see a referee he went to pull out the yellow, then decided against it. I mean, a foul like that when you're breaking down a promising attack, as far as I'm aware, is a yellow card offence. So very lucky for Lewis Miller to be on the field, and it probably went a long way to affecting the result of the game. In the second half, it was a bit of a different story. Victory did have their attacks, and again, we're utilising the wings. Marco Rojas was lively. Falami was starting on the left. Economides came on for him and continued looking dangerous on that left wing for Victory. But Mariners slowly started to get their way into their game. But again, the story for the Mariners in this game was simply we were unable to create quality chances, unable to create quality openings. And it was a similar story against Brisbane. If you watch my match reaction against Brisbane, I said the same thing, that in these games where we've got a win and a draw, fairly positive results, I didn't think we were as good in some of the games in previous weeks where we lost. Again, bringing up that Adelaide game where we lost 2-1, I thought we were very good in that game and we should have won it. It's just bizarre the way football works. If you look at the stats, Mariners only managed 9 shots, 3 on target. Victory, 14 shots, 7 on target. Mariners did have the bulk of possession, 62% possession, and Victory were happy just to sit back and maintain that goal and that 1-goal advantage. And it was interesting to see, the respect that Victory was showing to the Mariners, the fact that they were really sitting back and aware of the dangers of Benny and Kalolo, who's in form, Jason Cummings' ability to get in behind or drop back and pick up the ball. It was Nikolai Muller who came on and really turned things, though, and finally got the winning goal late on in this game. And Nikolai Muller, if anything, in this match, has just proven once again the quality that he brings. And I think he has to be starting. I mean, yes, he was rested for Cy Goddard. Whether it was just purely a fitness thing, I imagine so. But look, Nikolai, he's getting better and better, and now 2 goals in 2 consecutive games. his experience, his class is so valuable to what is a very youthful Mariners squad, and I think he has to be starting. I think Nisbet once again worked in the middle of the park alongside Oli Bozanic. I was impressed with his work rate. And on the right-hand side as well, Benny Cololo was a little bit, relatively quiet in this game. Marco Renier was involved at times. There were a couple shaky moments here and there once again from him. And it's not just me. A lot of fans I've seen on social media and in the interviews that I've done outside the stadiums have brought up Marco Renier and sometimes his inconsistency. It's been a little while now since he's grabbed a goal for the Mariners. Jason Cummings as well, not as involved. So, look, in attack, a bit of a quieter game for the Mariners. But because of that, I'm happy for us to take the draw, man. I am really, really happy for us to take the draw and potentially grab some big wins in the next coming weeks. Mariners take on Perth Glory next week, Tuesday night away. A match away from home, which we've won the last 2 times heading over there. So that's an encouraging statistic. And then we've got Macarthur the following week in Mudgee, a game that will be really crucial. Macarthur have been struggling a little bit at the moment, losing consecutive games. So look, some massive games coming up. If Mariners can capitalise on this, win and a draw just in the past week, if we can keep this going, the door opens up once again for the top 6, especially now with Sydney FC falling out of those finals places. For my player votes, 3 points has to go to Mark Birighitti. Absolutely fantastic. A number of super saves from Birighitti and was a massive factor. I mean, those, especially in the first half, some of those key saves that he made in that first half went on to secure the point for us. We could have gone down 2-3-0 in that first half with some of the quality chances that Victory created. Marco Rojas had a really, really good opening on goal and could have scored for Victory. But Birighitti, once again, stepping up and proving why he is one of the best clubmen in the A-League. 2 points for me goes to Oli Bozanic. I thought for the Mariners, he was pulling the strings throughout the entire game. Some great passing ranges always, and just a real pillar in that midfield. And had a really good battle with the likes of Lee Broxham and Josh Berlante, who are 2 quality experienced midfielders. And 1 point for Josh Nisbet, who I thought his work rate in his industry is very good. Again, I think I still prefer him out wide. He does work through the middle alongside Ollie. I think it worked here. But I prefer him in a more attacking role. I don't know. That's just me personally, my opinion on Josh Nisbet. But 1 point for Joshy Nisbet. Fantastic game from the pocket rocket. So hopefully, as I mentioned, we can continue this form from here. Again, overall, it wasn't our best performance by any means this season. That's why I'll take a point against what is, in my opinion, one of the best teams in Australia right now. Guys, what did you think of this game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Where do Mariners go forward from here? Should we be optimistic about these upcoming games that we could grab 3 points in the upcoming weeks? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Make sure you hit like if you have enjoyed this match reaction. My name is Lockie. This is Coastwood Football, and I'll catch you in the next one.